Namaste. Jai Shivai. Let's talk about what all sanskaras can be removed by removing the alamban. Alamban means external causes. So you see how, suppose somebody is an alcoholic, right? And they are trying to, so then the first thing to avoid is being with others, those who drink alcohol, right? That's one way of saving yourself. Or not going to the alcohol shops or the places where alcohol consumption is there, right? So this is one way of removing the external cause. That is the first step. So sanskaras are the seeds of all those chittavrittis, mental, emotional, behavioral patterns that are going to take place, get hold of you, right? So first step is to remove the external causes. But then second step is to remove the mental cause, to understand and remove it mentally. Because not going to the alcohol shops is easy, right? Not being with people who consume alcohol is doable. But fighting with the urge that happens within is a rather difficult task. And that is what we are trying to achieve. Mental control, or in other words, control over your mind. Yet in another word, getting a control of your chitta, where seeds of sanskaras are there, right? From where the chittavrittis are going to arise. So getting a control over your chitta. That is the final achievement that we are trying to do. But the first step should be getting away from external supporting causes. It could be people, it could be situations like that, it could be things, it could be places, anything, any object. It could be a person, place, or thing, any object that triggers, that works like a trigger in you for that sanskara to come out. Now, a lot of people think that lying, living between lying, cheating kind of people, or having a company like that, oh, I am sane, I am not cheating and I am not lying and I am not doing anything bad, yet my company is bad. See, bad company of wrong people, bad people, will affect you. If not today, then tomorrow, then some other day. It is going to impact you. Okay? So it's not that you are some kind of a 100% foolproof thing. No. Because sanskaras in everybody are going to arise at the same time. Similar kind of sanskara is going to arise in everybody at the same time. No, that is not how it works. Some sanskaras become chittavritti, means are displayed or become active in you in the form of chittavritti, in the form of mental, emotional, behavioral pattern at some point of time in life. Some other sanskaras may come out some other time. Some other sanskaras may come out some other time. So it's not that you do not have those sanskaras if you are not lying, cheating, betraying somebody as of now. This is one thing to understand. Another thing is that maybe you really do not have these things. These kind of bad sanskaras, you may not have them. But then why keep a company like that? Because there is a very high chance that someday, knowingly, unknowingly, whatever you want to call that, intentionally, unintentionally, you do stand a chance to create a new one. Who's stopping you? If something does not exist today as a sanskar in you, then is there a guarantee that you cannot create it? Someday you may lie, cheat or betray and think of it as something very much normal because the people around you have done it 1,000 times. So if you have done it first time or the only time you think you are doing it, but now you have created a sanskara, a bad sanskara in you. And this happens, I have seen this happening with lot of people. They are living between angry, crazy, controlling people around them, and they themselves are not like that for a few years initially. But somehow others' sanskaras, bad sanskaras and chittavrittis are going to impact you sooner or later. You will become a partner in crime sooner or later. So that is why, and no matter how much you say that I know 99 ways and I do not get into all these things, I won't turn bad myself, even though I am in the company of wrong people, bad people, and this kind of people or that kind of people. You may say that. But someday you do stand a chance of acquiring, creating a new sanskara, a bad one. Okay? There is a small story there is a Hindi storybook. We call it Panch Tantra. There's a very famous story in that. And in that story, it says, it goes like that there were two fishes, and they were living in the same pond, same river, same lake for a long time. And one of the name of one of the fish was Shatbuddhi. Shatbuddhi means anyone who has 100 intellectual faculties. So her name was Shatbuddhi. Why was her name Shatbuddhi? Because she knew 100 ways to not get caught by the fishermen. Right? So her name was Shatbuddhi. There was another fish. Her name was Sahasrabuddhi. She knew 1,000 ways, 1,000 skills she had, how to not get caught by the fishermen. Every day fishermen used to pass by from that area, and they used to, since so long they were escaping. They always escaped one way or the other. They were successful in escaping the fisherman's net. There was a small frog in that same lake. And his name was Ek Buddhi. He knew only one way. Run. He did not know how to escape the fisherman's net. And he knew that he does not know. So that much was there. So one day a team of fishermen was passing by from that lake. And the fishermen said, "Wow, there are such huge fishes in this pond, in this lake. And how come we never caught them? We never came to this area. See, such big frogs and such big fishes. How about let's come here tomorrow morning?" Now, these Shatbuddhi and Sahasrabuddhi and this Ek Buddhi frog, all three of them listened to the talk of the fishermen. So Shatbuddhi said, I am not going anywhere and he won't be able to catch me. I escaped him 100 times, he doesn't know that. I know 100 ways how to not get caught by the fisherman's net. And why should I leave my place? I'm going to face it. After all, this is my, ancient, ancestral lake. I am not going to escape from here. And Sahasra Buddhi said, oh yes, no way. I know 1,000 ways not to get caught. And that's how I lived until now. I'm not going to get caught. And no matter what you say, I'm not, no matter what these fishermen thinks. Ek Buddhi said, the frog, he says that, look, I have only one Buddhi. I don't know how to escape. And I know I don't know how to escape from these things. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go to the next pond. Okay? And I'm going to live my life there with my family. Okay? I am not going to stay here if fishermen are arriving tomorrow morning. I don't want to get caught. And if you two want, here is a drain pipe. How about we go to the other pond, lake, and just escape from here tonight? Shatabuddhi and Sahasrabuddhi, two fishes, were very smart. They thought that they are very smart, and they said, no, we are not going anywhere. So frog finally left with his family. Next morning, fishermen came. And after all 100 tricks that Shatabuddhi applied, finally she got caught. After 1,000 tricks that Sahasrabuddhi fish applied, she got caught too. And after that, finally, the fisherman, how fishermen hangs the fish on their back. So one fish, Sahasrabuddhi, was on his back and Shatabuddhi was on his head in the basket, fish basket. And he was going from there, and the frog looked at them. The frog said, well, Sahasrabuddhi is on the head of the fisherman, and Shatabuddhi is on the head of the fisherman, and Sahasrabuddhi is on his back. What good it is of knowing all these 100 skills and 1,000 skills. So this is how important it is to get rid of external causes. What that frog did actually, he avoided the external cause. So this is how important getting rid of all the external causes is. So that is why, no matter, you may say that I am sane today and I am not getting into trouble and I am not creating bad sanskaras, despite living with people, those who have bad sanskaras, being in the company of them. No. Sooner or later, you will create a new sanskara, you will get caught. So removing the first support, it's called as removing the alamban. Alamban means support, external support or external cause. Cause when it creates a new sanskara. Support when the existing sanskara come out in the form of chittavritti in you. So as a human being, as a yogi, you do not know, right? You do not know if you have this sanskara or not. You may have it and it may be inactive within you. Or if you do not have it, then you do stand a chance of creating a new one. So in either of the cases, the first step is to get rid of external causes. That's the reason. For this very reason, a lot of yogis renounce the samsara, renounce the world, renounce the life of a sansari person in many ways. Sometimes they go away from their partner because external causes are not going to let you do what you are trying to do. They are either going to force you ultimately to create a new sanskara, or they may become the cause of bringing the existing sanskara out from your chitta. Buddha left his palace, right? He got away from his newborn son, young son, and his wife, all the different Aishwarya or abundance that he had in his palace, he got away. Similarly, a lot of yogis leave their home. A lot of yogis get away from their life partners. It's a normal thing. Why? Because when it comes to chitta, you cannot take a chance. It is that serious of a thing. For a yogi who is working on his chitta, it is very important to not have causes which provoke your chitta vrittis, which triggers your button. Yes, ultimately we will find a control, right? Ultimately, the chitta vritti, niruddha state of chitta for the nirvikalpa samadhi, for the ultimate samadhi, that is going to happen. But until that happens, you have to support yourself in all the ways possible. How a mother holds the hand of a child. Mother knows someday the child will walk by himself, right? Yet, until he does, mother holds her hand. Exactly in the same way, isolation, renunciation is needed for those who find that external samsara still stands a chance of either creating a new sanskara, new chitta vritti, or provoking the existing one. So they go on isolating themselves, removing themselves from such situations. So never undermine the impact of all these things. In lot of ashrams, yogis, when they live there, they do not look at the other person eye to eye. Never. The moment your eyes are engaged, it is going to either create a sanskara or bring out the external one. Because immediately your mind will react. Your chitta will react to what you saw. They do not hear a lot of things. They usually walk in the ashram with their eyes always looking downwards. So they avoid these things, provoking themselves. Till the time they find the control, inner control. Okay? So never undermine, and do what you have to do to get away from, get away from all the things that can create new sanskaras or provoke existing sanskaras in you. You have to get away from it. That is the first step towards sannyas, or first step to create vairagya in you. First step to create dispassion in you. Namaste. Jai Shivaya.